Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. A box perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. A box perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Yeah, yeah. One more time now. Yeah, yeah. Welcome back, babes. Welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. Okay. Hello, 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 friends. We are back for another week. So, I hope you have been well. Okay. How's your week been? How was your weekend? Did you do anything? Is it cool? Is it hot? Is Halloween being Halloween-y? You got your costumes ready. Even if it's past October, you got your Halloween costumes ready for next year. Because you can never plan too early, okay? You can never plan too early. But all right, friends, I have a woman of the week for you. Aren't you so proud of me? We have been doing good with this season, okay? This is what we call growth. So, our woman of the week is Miss Ellen Ochoa. Ochoa. She is Hispanic. She is, if I'm not mistaken, Mexican American. She was born May 10th, 1958. She is an astronaut. She's many things, okay? But so she was the first Hispanic woman to go to space in 1993. Y'all, first of all, this lady, she has did over 1,000 hours in space, which big moves, lady. Cause I'd probably cry. I always said I wanted to go to space, but now that I'm older and I've seen the world, I'm like, dang, going outside can be scary because you just don't know what's underneath you. Like there's lakes and lakes, all right? And to just imagine, listen, flying on the plane was cool. It was peaches. Okay, I can't wait to do it again. But thinking about just going up in space, like, so much can go wrong, And so to be encouraged, and I'm not trying to discourage you. If you want to be an astronaut and go to space, listen, live your dreams. Because, like I've told people before, a pebble can hit you on your head and take you out nowadays. Like, you just never know. When it's your time, it's your time. But as for me, I just don't want to be in space. I just feel like my comfort zone is there. But if you want to be an astronaut, go. Because let me tell you about this lady, okay? I hope she encourages you. And just know, you got me rooting for you on the earth. Like, seriously, I am impressed by astronauts. I just don't think I have the gall and the gumption to be one. That's why the Lord chose me for this line of field work because, hello. But so, anyways, she was the first astronaut out of women and men to play a musical instrument in space. She played the flute, bro. And as a clarinetist, I am proud because shout out to the woodwinds. But yes, she played the flute. I think it was like in low orbit, but we ain't gonna shine on her. She was in space and she played the flute. All right, she was a toot toot tiddly tee. We love it. Okay, so she also was inducted into the Astronaut Hall of Fame, which me, a smart person, I didn't even know that the astronaut people had a Hall of Fame. I mean, why wouldn't they? Like there's a football Hall of Fame, there's like a musical Hall of Fame. So why wouldn't that be a thing? I was just shocked to learn that such a thing existed. So, she is also the inventor of 3 patents. Excuse me. One is for an optical inspection system. excuse me, one is for optical object recognition method, and another one is for method noise removal in images. I don't know if I held my fingers up right. First of all, I don't know what none of that is, but it sounds amazing. Okay, like I don't know the specifics of what they do. That's what I mean. It just sounds like boss moves. Okay, maybe you could explain it to me in the comments what these things would be used for. Cause me, a logical person, I have no idea. Okay, she also served as deputy director of NASA's Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center from 2007 to 2013, and she became the director in 2013 and held it down to 2018. That is in Houston, okay? Me, a smart person, I actually know where it is. I don't know if I'm gonna put the photos in here, but I actually went, okay, and it was fun, and I got to take a photo in a green screen, and they put my head in the astronaut suit body. It was wicked. It was nice, okay. The NASA centers, they are wicked. You should go look at one, because the nerd in me popped out. Okay, I can admit I love stuff like that. Like, this is a tangent, but going to museums, you know, like there is an exhibit here, the freaking Van Gogh art exhibit that I've been wanting to see five ever. I will get there one day. Point is, stuff like that excites me to the moon and back. Get it, get it. But anywho's, yes. So Miss Ellen Ochoa, shout out to you for being like such a boss. She is still alive. And I believe I read that she was getting into like arts and media. And I'm just impressed with her because, like, shout out to you for doing the thing, like to be bold enough as a lady to not only go to space, but you're playing your flute up there as well. Like, you are multifaceted, and I am impressed. I hope you do see the hard eyes, because I was like, look at the brown people go, the beautiful brown women. Look at us go. So yes, like I said, I want to do more POCs all around the world and find out more about like other people who are doing the dang thing for all of us. Cause like, it is just exciting to see what people do, you know, and like, we didn't learn this when I went to NASA then, but to be fair, my NASA experience was probably like, that sounds so Texas NASA. Anywho's, that probably was like, I have to go see the yearbook, because see, I ain't gonna make you no promises, okay? Because I'll forget this literally until I'm editing this out and still make no move to go. But I was very young when I went. Like I said, I remember it because I remember getting on like the little pedestal and putting my head through the little cutout, and they were like smiling. I was like, cheese. You know, it was really nice. It was a nice time. You should go. You should take your kids and your family. Even if you ain't got kids, take your friends. Take yourself. Go on a date with yourself to the world of NASA, and let me know how it goes, what you found out. Well, if you've been to NASA, tell me like your favorite part. Like, what exhibits did you like the most? Like, did you touch a spaceship? You know what I'm saying? Also, if I can recommend anything else to you, there's also in Houston a museum. Okay, first of all, there's one called like the Museum of Natural Deaths. I've never gotten to see that one. So if you have, tell me about your experience with that, because I really want to go. But there is one I'm gonna have to staple the name in here, but basically they got dinos up in there, okay? Like, the museum is dedicated to like dinosaurs. And I remember like when my dad took me, the ground level had, I'm talking about these huge Littlefoot, who these big megalosaurus and the plesiosaurus and I don't know the technical names. Okay, I call them Littlefoot. But a Baronosaurus. If I tell my nephew I don't know these names, he'd be disappointed in me. Oh my goodness. A Triceratops. There you go. I know that one. A Bronchiosaurus. See. Anywho's, we went there. My dad took me, and we went there. And then when we went on the top level, there was like they had these jewels, you guys, like actual authentic jewels and rubies and stuff that like they put in this museum. And I was just like, this is so amazing. Now, he made me a little sad because the next museum he took me to was like the museum of the Holocaust Museum. And as eye-opening as it was, and you should visit that too, visit that one first, okay? And then go see the dinosaurs, because that one did make me really sad. I'm sorry you had to go on this trip with memory lane with me, okay? But you just had to, because point is, things like that are amazing. And truly, to just see history in any form up close like that, it's just like, I don't know, it's so surreal, you know? And I really want to get into doing more art galleries and stuff like that and going to more art museums. But it's gonna come. It's gonna come. There is like this thing, I promise, we're about to move on. But have you guys ever seen it? It's kind of like a light room. And basically, if you walk into there, it's like this display of like all these lights around this room. And you're just surrounded, you know, by all these colorful lights and stuff. Me, a real one, I want to find myself up in there. Sit in the corner with me. Okay, so this is just a little simple question I wanted to ask because I talk about it on the Real Bible Stories. But how do you give your loyalty to somebody? Like, what does being loyal to a person looks like for you? Is it time? Is it energy? Is it a combination of both? Is it being honest to them when nobody else will be honest to them? Is it getting out your bed at like 3 a.m. when they call you because they need you? Like, what is your form of loyalty when it comes to your friends? Me, you ask, it's all of it. If my sugar cookie was to tell me right now, like, I need you, I don't know how fast I'm gonna get there, but you better believe I'm gonna try everything in my power to get there. If my mom came and like smacked me on the back of the head right now, she would never, but if she came and smacked me on the back of the head and was like, pack up everything because we are flying to Europe and starting anew, I would do it in a heartbeat because I'm just loyal to them. Like, there's not nothing that they could ask me to do that I wouldn't do. Now I made that face but I had to realize who I was talking about. And I think for me, I know that they would never ask me to do anything crazy or out of the way because first of all, we're going to have a bring it to Jesus moment, okay? Now, if the Lord told you to tell me to do that, then okay. But if he didn't tell you to tell me going to Europe, okay, the Lord could have very well had told her to tell me that. But if it's something like blowing up a school full of bunnies, I would have to pray. I would have to pray and ask the Lord about that. But outside of that, yes, because like I say, I don't think my babies would ever ask me to do anything, you know, crazy and out of whack like that. Like, you know, they have good hearts. And so I am loyal to them without any if, ands, or buts. Like, there's nothing they could ever say or do or make me feel for me to not be loyal to them. But I just want to know, like, you know, do you, I guess, like, when you're loyal, are you immediately loyal to somebody you've met like last week? Or does it take time for your loyalty to like grow? Like, do you have to accumulate time in history for you to be loyal? Because once again, me and my best friend, we have been best friends for 9 years, about to be 10 years in a couple of more months, but we've been best friends for 9 years and nobody has ever put up with me for that long outside of my mama. So, you know, like I was telling her, there's nothing she has to do for me to want to be loyal to her. Like, she has just kind of earned it, you know, because she's a good person. She's always there when I need her. She has been loyal to me twice over, three times over. And we talk about this always, but literally, me and my best friend, it's like we live a parallel life. Like, I'm telling you, seriously, it's the most craziest thing ever. Like, I could have done something today and she'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, or eating the same thing, or saying the same thing. And like, even outside of that, if we talk about our past, they parallel each other a little bit too much. It is the craziest thing. I've never had a person who I mirror so much. And the craziest part about it is we're not even the same race. I would expect that to happen with somebody who, like, we are in the same race, but we are not. We don't even come from the same place. Like, we met in college, but she's my soulmate. Like, that's base. So, my loyalty to her, like, it stands. It stands, it stands. Or do you have friends, like, maybe y'all don't talk every day or like every year, but like if they ask you like, hey, I need you, are you like, I'm there. I am there, or I'm gonna be square. Bonus corner time. I guess we'll call this bonus corner time. So I just wanted to stable in here to somebody because this is something that kind of has been kicking me in the booty, and I try to be as open and as vulnerable as humanly possible. One thing I heavily struggle with is insecurities. Now, excuse me, if you've been rocking with me on this channel, you know this for a while. I was a victim of bullying, like 98% of Americans. I don't know. I just assumed that 98% of the world was bullied. But I also assumed that 98% of the world has sleep paralysis. And I found out that that was not true. So I really don't know what the criteria is. But when I was younger, and this is so crazy, but I was bullied about my weight, and I've talked about it before too. Like, I when I was younger, I had, you could see my stretch marks like really good on my arms, on my, really on my arms. And I remember one of my exes, he made so much fun about me that I actually wore a jacket and hid behind my jacket for like a great portion of high school. And then, like, even being joked with about my voice and really my looks. And I remember I was telling my best friend, like, a lot of times if I confided in girls who I thought was my friends and told them about situations, they kind of made it seem like I overthought it, or I was like, I guess, feeling myself too much. So now that I am shedding weight again and I'm starting to look like, you know, good. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But now that I am starting to look good to me, I still struggle with feeling like I could walk outside and like turn heads. And I know, like, I I truly believe it'll come in its own time, And hey, some days I go outside and I'm like, baby, look back at it, cause you see, all right, these squats is paying off. All right, don't sleep on me, like like when I posted my glow up photos from this year and like 2019 to now, oh baby, like I knew, like looking right. But sometimes I have moments where I'm like, we are looking like a potato sack up in here. And I wanted to take this moment to reassure whoever is watching and listening to this that you are so beautiful. First of all, beauty is not, how do I want to word this? Your beauty comes from within. So your personality, to me, first of all, is what makes or breaks you. You can be the finest man ever. I'm talking about, like, you can have you don't gotta have washboard ass, but you could be looking like sun kissed, and maybe you just look like a glass of milk. Robert Pattinson, you could look like a Robert Pattinson, or you know what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what color you are. The point, I don't know why I made this such a stressful moment when I'm trying to comfort people, but the point is, however you look, you can be just a 10 out of 10. People could want to drink your bath water every single day, 2 times a day. If you are a jerk, it's gonna be a no for me. Like, it is hard for me to look at any guy or even any girl and be like, oh man, she's so pretty. Because if her attitude sucks, and if she is unkind, and if he is unkind, and if he there is a difference from humbly knowing that everybody wants you and breathing it down our face that everybody wants you. Because now I don't want you. I'm sorry. You're just not for me, okay? Let me sit in my corner and put my shades on and look the other way because I am not here for it. But, you know, personality, to me, it is the most important. But I want to also encourage you to look into side of the mirror and reassure yourself, like, you are beautiful. You know, do it with me, girl. You fine. Like, you beautiful, girl. You got this Kakashi shirt on. It used to look like a shirt on you, now it look like a gown. Like, you finally got a neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're beautiful, babe. You know what I'm saying? You can see your tattoo when you lean like this. You used to couldn't be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let me put my, let me, let me, let me. Can I kick the leg up? You know what I'm saying? Let me just get, girl, girl, girl. No, for real though. Like, please have love for yourself. Please remind yourself that, like, you are beautiful, because if you do not believe that you're beautiful and if you cannot see your worth, it's going to be very hard for you. It is gonna be very hard for you to believe that anybody else sees you as beautiful, or that, you know, anybody else would adore looking at you. And this is true because my best friend, she used to tell me a lot, especially when I was bigger, like, you're so beautiful. And I'd be like, girl, who are you talking to? Not me, because I'm a whole sack of potatoes over here. And funnily enough, I had more confidence when I was bigger, and I don't understand that logic. Like, I thought for sure when I had started shedding more weight, that's when the confidence would have came. And like I said, some days are better than others, you know, but sometimes insecurities can seep in. And this has been something I've dealt with since I was like, 10 or so. It's been a long life journey, okay? And you know, I was, part of me didn't even want to say anything because I'm like, man, you know, confidence is key, and like, you gotta know that you're confident. But I also think that it's very okay for you to be vulnerable and to admit that, like, some days you don't always feel like a 10. Some days you feel like a 2, okay? Some days you feel like some days you feel like a 10 minus 8. Some days you feel like a 2 plus 2, or 4 plus 1. Some days, you know, you feel like a 6 minus 0. You just stuck there. See, got you, didn't I? I got you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But in everything you do, just be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, and please love on yourself, and remind yourself that you are bae. Like, you are the best thing in this world. And I don't say that in a haughty way, or like, you the best freaking thing that ever walked this earth. Cause calm it down, Bucko. But you are beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You are a gift. You are a treasure. You are love personified. Okay, you are gorgeous. And even if people don't tell you, I'm telling you, you're a gorgeous lady. You're a handsome man. Okay, everything about you is beautiful. All right. And even if it doesn't always feel like it, it's going to get better. We going to rock it out together. Because I don't ever, like I said, I don't ever want to get up here and make it seem like I am better than anybody, or that I have all my ducks in a row. I still sometimes struggle. But what I ain't going to do is let you sit here and tell me how I do and don't look. Because, baby, respectably, you know, but I don't think I would ever let anybody be like, you ugly. Because, you ugly. Bye. Who made you? Freaking model, like. And the funniest part about that whole thing is literally who said that. Nobody. I literally just brought that up out. But you know, even if people are to say that to you, like, you have to know, because I told my mom, funnily enough, people told me I was fat when I was in school, and I believed I was fat. And then I went and got fat, and I was mad at everybody who told me I was fat and I wasn't, you know? And like, So many people told me that I was ugly, and so many people kicked me when I was down, and I took it as true. And it wasn't even that it was true, it was that they were jealous, and I was too young to notice it and know it. That's why you have to let your self-worth come from you. And first of all, the Lord should be the only one guiding your mentalities about yourself, okay? And if the Lord created you, of course he created something beautiful. And I have always said to my friends, there is someone for everyone. Even if I have not found everybody attractive, and like for me, okay, that's because I wasn't supposed to find them attractive like that, okay? But they person gonna find them attractive, like they are gonna be right up somebody's alley. People always wonder how these people get together. Well, she was his type. She was everything he was looking for, and vice versa. You, a person sitting in the corner by yourself, don't need to be worried about what's going on over there. So really, this is just me reassuring you or reaffirming you. You're beautiful, okay? You're beautiful. And people, they always change their ideas and standards of what beauty is. For half my life, I was told that black wasn't beautiful anyways, but well, I digress, and that's a different conversation for another day. But just know that you are. I think you're beautiful. I think you're incredible. And I hope that you never forget, like, you're amazing, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't kick yourself when you're down. I love you, and I want you to be kind to yourself. And if you ever feel like you're in this alone, baby, I'm right there with you. We're going to look in the mirror and affirm ourselves together until it gets better. And some days are better than others. And the more you do it, the more you will be better at it. And I mean, even for me to still have my moments of insecurities, I remember about a good year ago, I really did start looking in the mirror and telling myself every day, like, you are beautiful. And perhaps that's why, like when I was bigger, my confidence was so much better, because I do it sometimes now, but I did it more then. Like I felt like I needed to hear it more then than I do now. But like even this morning, I was in the mirror like, baby, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful, girl. Hey, you know you're handsome, boy. Hey, and boys can be beautiful too. Stop it. Goodbye, okay? Because I've seen some beautiful men, and I'm just like, the world is unfair. Fake it till you make it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to sit here and think about like a fake it till you make it story, and I could not really come up with one. So I'm gonna just tell you about one that like popped into my head. All right, and whew, I hope it gives you the giggles, because man. So, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I'm pretty sure Sugar Cookie will not mind. And I mean, it was a fake it till you make it. It wasn't okay. I'm gonna tell you about it. So one day, me and Sugar Cookie, we were coming back from I think we had went to watch a movie or get food. We had did something. And so the way at that time when we were rooming together, we lived on the second floor of this hall called Centennial Hall. And sadly enough for us, we lived right by an RA. All right, now we gonna call him Chocolate Chip, because I want some chocolate chip cookies, and that's what's on my mind. So we lived up the stairs next to him, and even though it was bad, I must say I am so grateful that in college I never had to share a bathroom with anybody outside of my roommates. Cause man, hearing the stories about stuff that just happened to people, it is just not for me. So I'm gonna tell you two stories. The first one is a fake it till you make it. The second one, I guess, is fake it till you make it about confidence. Cause why not drop that one in here? It's also a cautionary tale. So, me and my friend, we went up these stairs and we are going into the room, and I so dumbly blurt out, "Dang, it smelled like weed in here." Thinking much of it. It did smell like weed. We walk into the room. Literally 2 minutes later, we get a knock on the door, and we're looking at each other like, ¿Qué te pasa? Cause who we didn't have no company. Like, what's up? So she opens the door, and it is the RA chocolate chip cookie from next door. And he's like, did y'all got some weed? And we were like, no. And he was like, y'all smell some weed, or y'all know who has weed? And she was like, I did you smell weed? I didn't smell weed. And I was like, no, I didn't smell weed. Like, I don't know nothing. Who got weed? What weed? What? And so he was like, oh, okay. And he left. And y'all, I was just flabbergasted because we weren't even talking to you. We were not talking to you. I didn't even, and then, I was just like, first of all, even if I did know, you really think I'm about to rat them out and tell you so you can get them in trouble? Because guess what? Then I'm gonna get in trouble for snitching to you. So please do not ever snitch to your RAs. If people got weed, let them get caught by themselves. That is not your business. Goodbye. I don't know if that's like faking it or lying about it, but I didn't know who had it. All right, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. That was not my business nor my no, no, no. I was clueless. I was flabbergasted and clueless. Like, who's smoking in here? That is so atrocious. Who is doing it? No. Okay. The second story is so I'm supposed to be patting. This is just a cautionary tale. I'm the type of person. Okay. I have periods where I don't always like to wear a bra. Okay. And I am very well endowed. So I don't know why I've always assumed that like I can do things that other girls can do and like get away with not wearing bras, because I obviously cannot in this life. So my sugar cookie's gonna laugh at this. There was a person, and we are gonna name him Burrito. Now, you know what? We gonna name him Spider. You gotta be her to know why we naming him Spider. But so there was this guy I had a crush on who lived like 2 rooms down from me, named Spider. He was a tall spider. He was a beautiful spider, all right? And so anyways, one night I decided to, my friend, she was at the time, she was one of the people who was having stuff going on in the bathrooms, and I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to share bathrooms with people. Let's just say couples were coupling it up and just not being so kind and gracious of everybody's space. We're gonna leave that there. I let her come over and use our shower because we don't have to share with nobody. It's just us. Like, we're rocking out, we're clean, what have you. Um, I had on some shorts and a shirt, and for whatever reason, unbeknownst to mankind, I walked this girl back out, and it was late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, like I'm thinking everybody's gonna be asleep because we all got school the next morning. Like we got class or whatever. And so I'm walking her down the stairs. Things just swinging. And so when we get downstairs, I bid her good night or whatever, and I come back in. Well, as I'm coming back in, Spider is like walking, and I look at Spider. Spider is not looking at me. Spider is looking at my friends. I'm sitting here, he's sitting here. It is just, oh, it was such an intense minute of my life. It was such just a oof. I scrambled away from him so fast, like I was dang near running away. I faked my confidence that day because I was like, I cannot believe, and I felt so embarrassed because this man knew what he already knew what was happening. And part of me, I ain't gonna lie to you, part of me was like, because you know what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, like, but another half of me was like, oh God, like, how could I have been caught slipping like this? And to make matters worse, when my parents came to help me move out for the summer, he literally shook my dad's hand, and I was just like, huh. life has a way of being just so funny, because like he never made a move, but hello sir. But anywho's point is, friends, be so careful when you're going out in public. If them things hang, put them up in a bra. It takes you 2 seconds to put a bra on and go on about your life, okay? Don't be out here getting caught slipping, because once you slip, it's hard to dip. I don't know. Just be careful, and how you conduct yourself and carry yourself. Because people come out, the freaks come out at night. What? And people just come out at random times, and you just need to be careful how you conduct yourselves. And so those are my 2 little stories for you tonight. Like I say, fake it till you make it. If you don't know for sure, you're not in it. You're not in it. Don't answer it. Plead the fifth, whatever. It's birds in the sky and bees in the trees, all right? And then, like I say, and sometimes you just have to fake your confidence, because I know I said I ran away from him, but I really didn't. I tried to strut like I mean it. I freed my mind. I mean, I held my own till I got to them stairs. And then when he was out of my sight, man, you're talking about beelining. And that wasn't the only time he called my bluff as far as my confidence went either. And I always faked it till I made it around Spider, because man, we're not gonna say that who, but anywho's, just be careful in everything you do, friends. That is Sama's words for tonight. So the 4 bullet points I'm gonna leave you with. Number 1 is be loyal. Whoever you have in your corner and whoever's been rocking with you, rock with them. Be loyal to them, because loyalty is a hard thing to come by, and the worst thing a person could ever say about you, I feel like, is that you're dishonest and that you're not loyal. That you always got your mouth in other people's business, and you always over there, and you're not truthful, and you're just unloyal. Don't give people an inch or a mile to talk about you. 2, become passionate. Like, whenever you're gonna do something, always put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward. Try, be the best that you can be. Have passion in your heart. Don't half do stuff. Don't be bitter about the stuff you do. Just really try your best. Be passionate with people, with the relationships you have in your life. Once again, in everything you do, just have a heart for that, and because we're not promised tomorrow, we're not promised the next 10 minutes. Anything could happen. You never know. And so, just always have compassion in your heart, man, for other people, for things, for animals, even if it's for cooking a meal. Be compassionate about it, because that's when you shine so beautifully anyways. Okay. 3, be kind to yourself. Please stop tearing yourself down. Don't go around kicking yourself when you're down. The world tries to do that enough, okay? Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself, because at the end of the day, you are all you got. Well, you're not all you got, but you have you first and foremost. The Lord has you and you have you, and you need to make sure that you're kind to yourself, so that way you can let others love you, you can love others better, and you can just be peaches and greens. It is so hard trying to go a day when all you're doing is kicking yourself while you're down, because it's not gonna make you feel better. You're just gonna feel worse and want to climb under the bed. Last but not least, take it day by day. Don't try to, look ahead in your future. Don't worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow take care of itself when tomorrow get here. A lot of times we can stress ourselves out trying to think about the future. And I am guilty of that myself, and I have to remember, focus on what's today. Focus on what you can get done today. And what you can't get today, don't worry about it. You'll deal with it tomorrow when the time is right. So just be gentle on yourself. Take it easy day by day. Accomplish what you can. What you cannot, let it go, babe, because you're going to be okay. But if you enjoyed this, please kiss me with the like button. Please comment and talk to me. Okay, I see y'all out there. I see y'all seeing me, see y'all. Talk to me. Tell me some good news. Talk to me about whatever it is that's on your heart and mind. I know these stories are wild, okay? And I try to be, once again, very respectable about what I say, but these are actually real things that happen to me. And once again, if you're big chested, put a bra on, all right? This is your PSA. Behind closed doors by yourself, them things can swing side to side. But when you're out in public, put a bra on, okay? And make sure it's holding it, supporting it. You need support, okay? So that way when you sit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Anywho's, yes, friends. Talk to me. Tell me what's up. Talk to me about your loyalties. Talk to me about, if you got any funny stories you want to share with me, because, baby, I love a good giggle. But please hit the bell for notifications for when I post. Please subscribe. Please just love on me and let me love on you. I hope you've had an incredible week. I hope I asked you that. Yes, how you been? I hope you had an incredible week thus far, and I hope you continue to have an amazing weekend. Reminder that I have face paint content. I have a podcast with Sugar Cookie, so if you're ever curious about her or about how we are, you can go check us out at Two Girls with a Case. And until next time, please always do remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May He keep you. I love you, and I hope wherever you are, you're having an incredible day or an amazing night. And go check out my TikTok and my Instagram at DohiSama. Good night, guys.